fish, tournament fish.
Every chance I get, there's a place I go where the bass are biting as the sun hangs low. There's a feeling I get that I hope will never end. On a deep, clear lake or an Ozark stream, I kick back, relax, and I start to dream about what Mother Nature has waiting around the bend. Hey, Larry and Bob will take me there today. My gear's packed up and I just can't wait to get out on my way. Outdoors in the heartland, it's like coming home to an old friend. That city life is not for me. There's fun as far as I can see. The great outdoors is where I want to be. Outdoors in the heartland.
Your Quality Ford dealers present Outdoors in the Heartland with Bob Richardson and Larry Woodward. Outdoors in the Heartland is brought to you by Ford and your Quality Ford dealers. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. Triton Boats, we take America fishing. Yamaha, reliability starts here. Lowrance, we lead, we find, you win.
Oh, there we go. That's smallmouth. Can you come up? Well, we just pulled in here. First thing this morning. Hey, wake up America. We're in Canada. That's right. If you look at the back of the boat, my partner, Colonel Bob, has got a smallmouth on. I just put on a sexy dog, threw up here, caught a little one. My second cast, he floats on it, misses. Don't know if it's the same fish, and comes right back and then picks it up. Wow. As I said, welcome America. We are in North America in the incredible province of Ontario, Canada, fishing Lake Marmion, just outside of Atikokan, Ontario. And for 20 years you've been seeing Larry and I bring some incredible shows from this part of the country. Look at that pretty fish. Look at the sun hitting that there. I'm gonna get this girl back in the water. There is nothing that's any more exciting than throwing a topwater bait. And the folks at Strike King came out with this dog called the Sexy Dog. And what an incredible bait. If you like to walk the dog, it's pretty simple. It just keeps that bait working, chug a chug a chug a chug. You know, I usually throw a Spittin' King, which works so incredibly well, but I like to keep something moving, especially with a bait like this. If they're suspended out off some of these humps, rocks, ledges, them fish will come from a long ways to eat this Sexy Dog. It is a smallmouth. Look at that pretty fish down there just digging. Come up, come up. Come up. You're trying to get that lens wet, aren't you?
Looks like another nice one.
Oh, it is, and man, what a fighter these guys are. And they seem to like to want to go under the boat. Woohoo! Like I said, if you got a lot of times, if a guy really thinking, he gets the guy in the back of the boat to come up here and drop a bait down there, and they'll eat another bait. That is, that's a toad. That is a really good fish. There's nothing that's any more fun than that. Look at the colors and markings when that sun hits that fish. Holy smoke, what a pretty fish. Woohoo! Tell you what, we're gonna go commercial break, we'll pay some bills. There's a lot more action coming from Lake Marmion, just outside of Atikokan, Ontario, right after this on Outdoors in the Heartland.
Welcome back to Outdoors in the Heartland, now in our 20th season, brought to you by Scent Blocker, the advantage of intelligence, Tree Spider, the new world of tree stand safety.
You know, since 1997, you've seen Larry and I run nothing but Triton boats. You know, each and every year we think that they've designed and built the biggest and the best boat. Well, for 2014, they've even surprised me with the new TRX series. And this TRX series gives me the biggest, roomiest deck that I've ever had to fish off, especially if there's two of us fishing up there, we're flipping and pitching and taking up a lot of room. For filming TV shows, we got two of us up there, and now we've got the intervention of a third guy with a camera for filming purposes. But it's never enough room. Well, I think they can say now what's under the front deck of a Triton will shock us all.
Bob, not only are these storage compartments huge, why don't you show them the giant rod lockers also?
With the introduction for the first time of a huge center rod box, I can actually store 12 rods and reels, 16 tackle boxes in there, and still a lot of my small need-to-go-to parts and pieces. On the passenger side, I've got another rod box. Again, it can be used for storage and up to an additional 12 rods and reels. You know, for me, spend a lot of time in the boat. You know, the cooler system is so important, but always with coolers in all the bass boats we've ever had is your sandwiches, your food get stuck in with the drinks and the ice and everything soggy. They've actually designed it now with a lid system where when you open it up, the drinks are in the bottom, the food, sandwiches all set on top. Hey, to check out and see all the new features and benefits, not only the new TRX series, but the full Triton line, stop by one of your Triton dealers, and while you're there, tell them Bob and Larry sent you. Welcome back, folks. Well, we're still stretching strings, practicing with me and my good friend Bob Wilson for the Atikokan Bass Classic. And later, we're even heading farther north as I hunt for black bear in Alberta with our good friends from Mossy Oak. But for now, let's see what's biting.
Oh, he's pulling.
Oh, Christmas. What have you got? 5-pound swirl. Just watch him on that tree.
No, it's a pike. I was afraid of that.
Pike, eh?
Now I shall use the famous pliers that I dropped in the water.
The old pike pliers.
There he goes. I hate pikes and jerkbaits. Just too many treble hooks to get in the way of yourself.
Oh, there's fish on. Come on up, buddy. Drew right up on this point. We're back there filming. Bob with his slimy old pike. And this fish hit this 3 times, and it just wanted more of that dog, and it just come off right there. Holy smoke. Ooh, that was another good one.
There he is.
He's got it. That's a good smallmouth. That's the one that I probably just missed. What it is, a lot of times they don't want one bait over the other. He passed up this sexy dog. Bob's got one of the new Strike Kings. Got a double prop buzz bait with a trailer hook. And that is a really good fish, Bob. Good fish. Good job.
There's the trailer hook. Now I'm going after the main hook.
That fish wasn't going nowhere, except in the boat.
Robert?
Good fish.
Good fish, tournament fish. Small one, but it'll count. So Bob, if it rains tomorrow, what do you think's gonna happen to our pattern?
Nothing.
Good.
Topwater bite could get better if it rained, especially if it's a warmer rain out of the south in the morning. Oh, man. You can probably tell by the old man that this ain't good. I got a toothy critter. He's in love with my sexy dog.
Fish rod.
We got a double, but I think we got...
I got a bass.
You got the right species?
I got the right species.
Good
Small
for you.
one. He came off.
Yeah, you see? I couldn't be so lucky.
We got a double.
That is a good, solid fish. Not a giant by no means, but look at the colors up here in the greens and the browns and the markings on the head. What an incredible fish. And people say, why do you leave the heartland sometimes? Well, I gotta tell you, my hand is exactly why. I'm going to say a pike. Tried to have that for breakfast this morning. Tell you what, we're going to go commercial break and I'll put this little boy back. Be right back with more Outdoors in the Heartland right after this.
Welcome back to Outdoors in the Heartland, now in our 20th season, brought to you by the Whitetail Institute of North America. Deer nutrition is all we do.
Bob and I have finished practicing for the Atikokan Bass Classic. The only thing left is the tournament. But for now, we're traveling a little farther to North Alberta Outfitters for some of the finest black bear hunting in Canada. I was invited by my good friends at Mossy Oak on one of their annual bear hunts. Now, this was northern country bear hunting at its finest, hunting from homemade ground blinds on power line clear cuts for bears that were not conditioned to human, but were very hungry for the beaver carcasses used for bait. So with the potential for some really close encounters with curious bears, Josh was setting up as many cameras as possible to catch all the action.
Straight in front of us, coming straight into us.
This segment of Outdoors in the Heartland has been brought to you by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession. Welcome back to Outdoors in the Heartland, now in our 20th season, brought to you by Ford and your quality Ford dealers. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. Triton Boats, we take America fishing. Yamaha, reliability starts here. Lowrance, we lead, we find, you win. And Gilbreth's Taxidermy, the official taxidermist of Outdoors in the Heartland.
I just gotta get him where he'll turn sideways. Shot look good. I think it looked good. I don't care how old you ever get. This bow hunting black bears is exciting. I think what I'm gonna have to tell you from my perspective, when he turned, he was quartered a little bit away from me. When I made that shot, he just seemed to twist. And what I'm gonna think is, I went in the right spot. I hit that other shoulder, but I can see right here my arrow and it's broke. So I think at the other shoulder he twisted and broke it off. Got really good blood right here. I can see all the way through, even up on this white birch. 30 yards ahead of me, I can still see blood. So far this is good. He's bleeding better. He just kind of stretched out as he went over this log. Blood all over that log. Right there, baby. Right there. I see the black. This is a beautiful, beautiful bear. You know, this guy's bled out so much I don't want to get down and get in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my bow down. I'm going to pull him up on this log out of this blood. But you know, the last couple of years I've had opportunities to take what I consider monster black bears. You know, the bear I shot 2 years ago in Ontario went over 700 pounds, complete pass through, quartered in the front, went all the way through it and out the rear hind quarter. 55, 56 inches of solid bear meat. This little guy right here, they are so devastating. You know, we talked about different broadheads over the years, and since Larry and I have switched to Rage, I can't tell you how successful we've been. I have not shot one animal in 5 years that we have not had an incredible blood trail and been able to follow him just like this bear here. I don't know that there's anything more exciting than sitting ground level and looking at a bear like this in his face at about 15, 20 yards. I want a special thanks to Tim and the guys at Mossy Oak that invited me on this hunt. You know, I just couldn't be happier. What I'm not happy with is trying to get this bear back out of the bush without following where he comes from.
Guys,
What's up, dude?
any luck?
He's spun them things around and boards and logs are flying all over the place.
Shoot. Oh,
How far back in there did you run?
About a quarter mile.
Did you locate him at all or no?
yeah, right there. Oh, he's in there? You seen him?
Oh, jeez, you guys.
Oh.
Drug him over here.